Welcome to a little morning practice of Ananda Yoga. My name is Charlotte. My spiritual name is Karuna Devi, and it's a pleasure to be with you today. In this session, I'm offering a sequence that's made to help us open our heart. Now, this can be relevant where maybe you feel a little bit afraid or pulled down, or you've been hurt at work and a bit nervous about going back and seeing a colleague. So this sequence, these postures will be about opening that space, helping us feel fuller, more confident, and a little bit more generous, open towards others. It might help to have a little cushion or a folded blanket that you can sit on, sitting on the edge of it for some of the postures. Let's start with a nice pranayama, a breathing exercise that's going to help us open up in many ways. It's called the circle of joy. Now start with your hands in prayer pose in front of your heart and breathing with the diaphragm, this muscle here, that's you want to breathe with that muscle. You're breathing in, and then as you breathe out, you bring your hands together and push it out, opening the space between your shoulder blades. Breathe in, come up, keeping the shoulders down, like this, up. And breathe out, big circle to the sides. As you breathe in, you're going to then pull back with your fingers intertwined. And as you breathe out, come back to the front. Again, breathing in. Full deep breaths and breathing out. Through the nose, breathing in. Open wide and breathing out. Breathing in, expand the chest, open the heart, and breathing out. One last time. Imagine you're creating a beautiful bubble of light that's protecting you and helping you engage with a positive light attitude. And breathe in. And close that bubble, but it's a bubble that actually helps you to be open. Let's continue stretching a little bit. I'm going to do a mirror pose. So lift up your left arm. The right arm is here onto the side. You're not bending too much. It's more a stretching up of the chest and breathing in. You lengthen the arm and then relax as you breathe out again. And relax. A few more times. Trying to make sure you're not falling forward. You're nice and open. And one last time. And break a big circle to open. And let's go to the other side. Breathing in, stretching out. And relax. Again. Breathing with the diaphragm. Nice full movements. And one last time. And open up with a big circle. Press your the soles of your feet together. They're about the distance of one hand between your pubic bone and the heels. And you can do some butterfly flaps here. Loosen the hips. And breathe in, lengthen the spine, and now let the knees fall with the floor as you breathe out. Not stressing or forcing. If you're more like this, that's everybody has their own space. And you're just welcoming the space. And with every breath, relaxing into it. And come back. Now, let's go up onto standing position. And we're going to do a little bit of twisting here to loosen the hips and lower abdomen. So you're shifting the hips in one direction and the shoulders in the other. Very dynamic. And now Let's do some arm circles. We can lift up the arms with a double in-breath through the nose, imagining we're carrying very heavy weights, and then double breath out, relaxing down. Again, resisting as you pull your arms out against the resistance and relaxing down. As if you're pulling up heavy pails of water and relaxing them. And now the other side, you're pulling back against resistance and relaxing down. And one last time. Let's do a few circles to relax the neck very gently. You can breathe in as you go to the side, breathe out back. Breathe in to the other side and breathe out back. And in the other direction, making sure your abdomen is tucked in to protect your lower back. One last circle. Being very careful there as you turn. Beautiful. Take a moment now in the mountain pose to center yourself, feet firmly anchored in the ground. Toes and knees aligned. You might have two parallel lines here between your feet. Abdomen tucked in, knees are soft. The spine is nice and long, shoulders relaxed. Shin tucked in, so the neck is aligned with the back. And feel the earth firmly there beneath your feet, carrying you, sustaining you. And to engage in this practice of opening the heart, we're going to start by offloading anything that might be weighing on it. So let's start with a forward bend. Let's bring our arms up like this, lengthening the spine. The feet are hips distance apart. And come down, bending from the thigh, from the hips, and trying to keep as straight as possible. Now from here, you may want to put your arms on your buttocks, or keep them here if you want a tougher position. And from here, we basically keep going with a straight back as much as we can. Breathe and lengthen the spine, breathe out, go down. Breathe and lengthen the spine, breathe out, go down. You can tuck the abdomen to help you. If you're like this, it's completely fine. Go with what your body can do. Yoga is not about performance. And when you've gone as far as you can, just abandon the weight of your upper body towards the floor. More of your weight is on the toes, on the front part of the feet. You can clasp your toes with your index, your big toes, or your ankles, wherever. Drop the head towards the moon. And just everything goes down except the shoulders, far from the ears. Don't stay in this position too long. If you have high blood pressure, you may also want to stop there. If it's okay, just dangle down here. Offloading anything that weighs you down. Be it stress, be it fear, be it hurt. And affirm mentally, nothing in this world can hold me. Nothing can hold me back, can hold me down. When you're ready to come up, bend your knees and very slowly roll up one vertebra. Roll up your shoulders, keep your chin down for a moment. And only when you're nice and stable, lift the head up. And stay in the position for a little bit. feeling the lightness in your upper body and the strength of your legs. Now let's go into a beautiful posture, Muktasana. You're going to have your left leg taking a small step back, it's not very wide, and your right knee is right above the heel. Bring your hands in prayer pose. You bend very slightly forward from the hips, and then open up your arms like this, and then open the chest. So you don't want to be like this, that hurts the back. You're basically quite well aligned here, but feeling a huge opening in the chest. Arms go up and then down, shoulders relaxed. With every breath, as you're breathing with the diaphragm, you expand the chest, expand the space for your heart, and then feeling that expansion, the rib cage literally opening up, you can affirm mentally, I am free. I am free. Breathe in that freedom. Breathe in that space. And then open up, stretch out, and come down. And come into the mountain pose. And take a moment to feel the sensation of stability in your legs. Most importantly, that opening in the chest. Can you feel it at cellular level, that you are free? Does your heart have more space to beat? Let's continue expanding. So we're doing the same thing on the other side. The right foot goes back, and the left knee is right above the heel. You're not forward like this. Bend from the hips slightly, and then open up to be in a nice and stable position with no discomfort at all in the lower back. Abdomen is tucked in, and chest open, shoulders down. Head looking up slightly. The neck is aligned with the curve of the back. Breathing deeply. You can imagine you're breathing into the feet, all the way to the tip of your fingers. Expanding the rib cage. You can affirm mentally, I am free. I am free. And to come out, straighten the leg, take a big breath as you open up your arms to the side and come back in mountain pose. Letting those words resonate throughout your whole body, in your mind and your nervous system. I am free. Let's come down to the floor now for a couple more postures that are going to help us anchor even more this sense of opening of the heart. We're going to do now Gomukhasana. This is a posture that can be quite intense for the hips. Let me show it to you first, and then we go into it. Now, this is the posture. If it's too intense for the hips, you can either have your right knee a little bit up, or even do it in a cross-leg position. And if your hands can't clasp each other in the back, you may want to take a belt or just grab your t-shirt, wherever it works. So listen to your body, to what's good for it. And you can be seated on a cushion in the back, on the edge of the cushion. It helps. You're aiming here to have both hips parallel to the floor. You want to be like this. So once you have a nice, comfortable position, Lift up your left arm. You can help it down a bit. Make a big circle with the right arm. If you can clasp your hands. And here you want to try to keep your head up. Like this. Again, we're opening the chest. Breathing deeply, abdomen tucked in, shoulders relaxed, neck is long. And let the affirmation help you. Free in my heart, I live without fear. Free in my heart, I live without fear. Relax your hands. Now you can do what I'm about to do only if it feels right. Be very careful with your hips and knees. If it does, you can bend forward towards your knee. If it's too much, just unlock your knees and come in a comfortable seated cross-leg position. Again, really making sure you're listening to your body. It knows what is right. After this, you can stretch out a little bit, shake those legs, and let's do the other side. So the right knee is bent, the left leg comes over. We can adjust this, making sure you're seated well on both buttocks. And lift up the right arm, help it down, big circle with the left. Making sure your back is straight. Breathe with the diaphragm, feeling the opening of the abdomen, ribs and chest. And going down, chest, ribs, abdomen as you exhale. And as you breathe, affirm, free in my heart, I live without fear. And open up. And you can bend down, really breathing into the hips, relaxing the buttock. And relax the legs. We're going to now do one final position. Let me show it to you first because you do not want to turn your head as you do this position. So it's the fish pose, Matsyasana. Hands under the buttocks, all the weight here is on the elbows. And do not turn your head. So come down, hands under the buttocks, palms facing down, and then bring your elbows as close as possible to one another. Pushing against the elbows, lift your chest. Legs are toned, feet pointed. Lots of energy in the legs, they're propelling you forward, the chest is up. No weight on the head, just a slight touch here. And you can affirm like a fish flying through the waves. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. Now, if that's not a good way to start the day, see yourself surfing through the day. And to come out, lift up, bring the shoulders down. Gradually, tuck your knees to your chest. You can rock from side to side. And bring your head to your knees by carrying it. And relax with extending your legs, feet. Open the width of the mat, arms far from a bit away from the body, palms facing up. Let yourself rest fully. Listen, scan the sensations in your body and most of all your chest and heart. Do you feel more space, more spaciousness, more peace, more confidence? I certainly hope so. And you can choose one of the affirmations. Maybe I am free, or free in my heart, I live without fear, to help you keep that energy throughout the day. You can stay here as long as you wish. I wish you a beautiful, heartful, courageous, and fun day.